Okay. So we did analysis of perfect competition. Now in this session, the objective is to discuss or to start with imperfect competition. In the beginning only, we discussed that there are rare scenarios of perfect competition. Majorly, what we are going to see in the markets are going to be either of the categories which we're going to see now. That is, there can be a monopoly, there can be a duopoly, there can be oligopoly, there can be monopolistic competition. Many of these terms you have already studied somewhere. So if you can just help me out, what do you understand by either of the terms? You just let me know. What do you mean by monopoly, duopoly, oligopoly, or monopolistic? Anything. You can try.
Sir, monopoly is single seller who has
Okay,
control
very
over
good.
all the market
Okay.
and price maker. And duopoly is the like two sellers,
Duo means two sellers.
which have control over the market.
Correct. Oligopoly means
Few sellers.
few sellers. Very good. Monopolistic means many sellers. Correct? In monopolistic, there will be many sellers. Okay.
Many.
So let us start with the first market, which is monopoly market. The word monopoly is derived from two words, mono and poly. Mono means single and poly means seller. So yes, there's only one person or one seller which is ruling the market, which is the person based on whom other participants need to make the decisions. This seller is grabbing the maximum market share. The product of this seller may have some substitutes, but those substitutes may not be that prominent, not be that promising. They are they are into existence, but the coverage of the substitutes is very, very, very limited. So in this market, only one seller or a producer drives the market. The single seller supplies the commodity to the entire market. There are many restrictions for other producers to enter. As a result, monopoly has no competition in the market. Other restrictions means restrictions in the name of patent. Like if certain product is patented by a company, no other company has a right to manufacture the same product and sell it. If you want to enter into the market, you need to have something different than what this person is trying to sell, which may be a hindrance when you are trying to enter into the market. One person, one firm has already, taken the market with full force. If you try to enter and establish your name in the market, it will take good amount of cost and good amount of time for you to establish your name. So if I am a small firm which has liquidity issues, funds issues, coverage issues, I may not be in the position to compete with someone who is a giant in the market. So there are many restrictions when it comes in the monopoly market. He is the one who decides each and everything. He is the one who drives the market. So what are the features of monopoly? Yes, there's only single firm. The single firm produces the commodity in the market. That is, there is only one seller or one producer or one firm. They say no close substitutes. You may have, but they are not exactly replica of what you are or what that firm is trying to sell. You may have substitutes, but not exactly. So the produce supplied by the monopolist will not have any low substitutes, or a consumer will not find a substitute commodity for the monopoly markets. Okay. Strong barriers to entry. New firms cannot enter due to certain restrictions in the market. That is huge investment. I told you that if you want to break that market, you need to come up with huge investments because you need to do heavy marketing, heavy research. A lack of technology, patents, etc., which prevent the new firms to enter into the markets. Here, there is no difference in the firm and industry because the firm itself is the industry over here. He is the one who is the firm, and that firm itself is the industry because they are ruling the market completely. So, as there's only one firm, there is no difference between a firm and an industry when it comes to monopoly market. Yes, an important part is they are price maker. They are price maker. As I am ruling the market and there are no close substitutes of my product, I can decide my own price. So, like unlike what we saw in perfect competition, where the firms in the perfect competition were price taker, firms which are into monopoly are price makers. The producers can determine the price of the product, and so they are price makers. Okay. The average revenue curve, that is the AR curve and MR curve, both are sloping downward from left to right, which means that if the seller wants to sell more of the output, he must reduce the price. When the price is decreased, both AR and MR are declining. So, moreover, what you need to do is, like I told you, only in perfect competition, you need not you need not change the price to sell more. At the existing price only, you should be able to sell the full quantities. Even if you change the price, you cannot disrupt the market. But in any other market which is not a perfect competition, price is an important determinant when it comes to your sales. So even in monopoly market, even if you are a price maker, if you want to increase the quantity sold, there should be some scope for reduction in the prices, because if you reduce the price, then only at one point you will be able to sell more. That fall in the price may not be a very major fall, but yes, in some cases you need to lower down the prices so that you can sell more quantities. So in all the imperfect competition, same is going to happen. If we talk about any imperfect competition, pricing should be reduced to sell more. Price discrimination. The monopolist can charge different prices from different customers for same goods or services. The price is not uniform as in the case of perfect market competition. Like I told you, if I increase the volume, I can demand more discounts. If I am buying, like my frequency of buying is too high, I can again bargain and ask the monopolist to reduce the prices. So prices can change from consumer to consumer. If my quantity purchased is less, of course, I will not have much bargaining power. But if I increase my quantity, which is, which will bring me in such a position that I can bargain the prices, then yes, the prices can be changed here also. And what is the intention of that business? The main aim of the monopoly is to get maximum profits. Okay, so monopoly market is a very different kind of market where you will find only one person who is ruling the market, and that person might exploit the pricing because he is the one who is decided. So he might exploit the pricing, and hence monopolies are not very well promoted by the government or by anyone, because monopolies create a huge discrimination in the pricing. When I don't have any close substitute, what's going to happen? I will charge anything what I wish. In that case, what might happen is आप इतना चार्ज कर रहे हो कि आप किसी को, you are trying to manipulate, you are trying to जैसे बोलते हैं ना कि कोई चीज की जरूरत है, तो आपने उसको एक्चुअली में कम प्राइस में बेचना चाहिए, बट एज आप मोनोपोली में हो, आपके पास कोई किसकी मार्केट में और कोई नहीं है आपके कंपैरिजन में, तो आप आपके विलफुल एक्ट की वजह से आप अपने आपका प्राइसिंग कितना हाई रख रहे हो, और आप फोर्स कर रहे हो कंज्यूमर्स को उस हाई प्राइस पे बाय करने के लिए, तो यू आर गोइंग टू एक्चुअली डिटोरिएट द क्वालिटी ऑफ द मार्केट। हेंस मोनोपोली बहुत रिकमेंडेड नहीं होता है कि हाँ मोनोपोलीज बहुत सारे होने चाहिए किसी भी कंट्री में, एज सच नॉट रिकमेंडेड। वी ऑलवेज प्रेफर देयर शुड बी लार्ज नंबर ऑफ सेलर्स, because then a consumer will get a choice and the pricing is very much restricted। फिर आप प्राइसिंग के साथ में बहुत ज्यादा यू नो you you cannot be charging hefty to the people, because आपको अगर ज्यादा बेचना है तो आपको बाकी लोगों के हिसाब से प्राइस सेट करना पड़ता है, एंड हेंस द प्राइसिंग बिकम्स वेरी मच कम्पिटिटिव। इसलिए मोनोपोलीज बहुत प्रेफरेबल जनरली नहीं होता। ओके, so in the monopoly market, as there is a single producer, he can control either the price of the commodity or supply of the commodity। अगर आपको आपका एक्सपेक्टेड प्राइस नहीं मिला, अगर आपको आपका एक्सपेक्टेड प्राइस नहीं मिला तो आप सप्लाई बंद कर दोगे। जब आप सप्लाई बंद कर दोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? सप्लाई विल गो डाउन एंड डिमांड विल राइज, एंड यू नो दैट whenever demand will rise and supply is not that much, whenever demand will be more than supply, automatically the price will shift upwards। और वो जब तक आपके एक्सपेक्टेड लेवल तक ना पहुंच जाए तब तक आप सप्लाई शुरू ही नहीं करोगे। The moment it reaches to your expected pricing levels, you will again start supplying। The moment you start supplying at the pricing, it might happen that pricing again may go down. Again, you will stop the supply. Artificially, you might increase the pricing in the markets. You can control either of the thing. You cannot control both। आप ये भी नहीं बोलोगे कि प्राइसिंग में मैं ही कंट्रोल करता हूँ और सप्लाई भी नहीं। आप एक तो प्राइस कंट्रोल करो, तो आप बोलो कि प्राइस ये है, उस पे जितना सप्लाई होगा उतना ही किया जाएगा, या फिर आपको आपका सप्लाई कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा, प्राइसिंग अकॉर्डिंगली बदलती जाएगी। सो इधर यू कंट्रोल द प्राइस, सप्लाई चेंजेस, और यू कंट्रोल द सप्लाई, प्राइस चेंजेस, but you cannot have control on both। So what he can do is he can increase the price by decreasing the output। आप अगर प्राइस बढ़ाओगे ऑटोमेटिकली इट्स गोइंग टू इम्पैक्ट द डिमांड। सो आप प्राइस बढ़ाओगे, डिमांड घटेगी। और अगर आप चाहो तो आप प्राइस कम करके ज्यादा बेच सकते हो। मतलब प्राइस बढ़ाओ, ऑटोमेटिकली सप्लाई कम कर दो, आउटपुट कम कर दो, या प्राइस कम कर दो और सप्लाई को बढ़ा दो। मैक्सिमाइजेशन ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स इज द सोल ऑब्जेक्टिव। अब आपको अगर पूछूं मैं कि क्या करना बेटर है, क्या इंक्रीजिंग प्राइस करके आउटपुट कम करना बेटर है, कि प्राइस कम करके ज्यादा बेचना, नो, दैट इज मोर प्रेफरेबल। ऑप्शन नंबर वन इज बेटर, प्राइस कम कर, प्राइस बढ़ाए और आउटपुट कम करे, कि ऑप्शन नंबर टू इज बेटर, प्राइस कम करे और आउटपुट बढ़ाए। सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, ये डिसीजन डिपेंड करेगा आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव पे, जो कि क्लियरली क्या है? प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन। तो अगर आपको प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन मिलता है, अगर आपको प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन मिलता है, तो आप जिस भी लेवल पे, लाइक अगर आपको फर्स्ट ऑप्शन करके यू गेट मोर प्रॉफिट्स देन सेकंड ऑप्शन, then there is no harm in increasing the prices and reducing the output if my profits are maximum at point number one। वैसा वर्षा अगर आपका प्रॉफिट्स पॉइंट नंबर टू पे ज्यादा है, दैट मीन्स अगर प्राइसिंग कम करके आउटपुट बढ़ा के प्रॉफिट्स बढ़ा सकते हो, तो आप सेकेंड ऑप्शन के साथ भी जा सकते। ठीक है, there are very few participants today, I don't understand why others have not joined। I would like to take a pause here only। We will discuss some of the MCQ questions, uh, just to have a last 5-10 minutes for discussion। ठीक है, and this will be, of course, uploaded on the YouTube also. So you just answer in the chat box. We will try to discuss few MCQs on daily basis. So what will happen? You will get a fair idea what kind of questions might appear in your exams and how you need to take an approach for it. ठीक है? So wherever possible, रोज एक 4 5 5 6 क्वेश्चन हम लोग डेली बेसिस पे करेंगे तो हमारे बहुत सारे अच्छे एमसीक्यूज डिस्कस हो जाएंगे. ओके. The relationship of demand and the price of the substitute goods. The relationship of demand of a product and price of its substitute goods is what? Direct or inverse? Substitute goods की price और मेरे प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड, इनका रिलेशनशिप क्या है? इनवर्स से कि डायरेक्ट?
डायरेक्ट.
डायरेक्ट. ओके. जब आप डायरेक्ट बोल रहे हो मतलब समझो, अगर सब्स्टिट्यूट का प्राइस बढ़ेगा तो सब्स्टिट्यूट की डिमांड कम हो जाएगी और मेरी डिमांड,
क्या सर?
अगर सब्स्टिट्यूट की प्राइस बढ़ती है तो मेरी डिमांड क्या होगी?
यस, बढ़ेगी.
बढ़ेगी. करेक्ट. सब्स्टिट्यूट की प्राइस बढ़ेगी तो सब्स्टिट्यूट की डिमांड कम. सब्स्टिट्यूट की डिमांड कम मतलब लोग मेरे पास आएंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टी एंड कॉफी है, हम टी के लिए काम कर रहे हैं और कॉफी ने प्राइस बढ़ा दिया तो लोग कॉफी नहीं लेंगे बल्कि टी लेंगे. मतलब सब्स्टिट्यूट के प्राइस बढ़ने से मेरी डिमांड बढ़ी. वेरी करेक्ट आंसर. द रिलेशनशिप इज गोइंग टू बी डायरेक्ट. द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड्स का प्राइस और मेरी डिमांड विल ऑलवेज बी डायरेक्ट. Second, law of demand does not apply on two options. First, given goods. Second, luxury goods. Law of demand does not apply on first, given goods. Second, luxury goods. You can post in the chat box also. Law of demand does not apply on what? Given goods or luxury goods?
Given goods.
Yes, it does not apply on given goods. If you आपको याद होगा given goods मतलब inferior goods. तो inferior goods के केस में लॉ ऑफ डिमांड अप्लाई नहीं होता है. उल्टा उनके केस में रिवर्स होगा. जब भी उनका प्राइस बढ़ता है उनकी डिमांड बढ़ती है, जब भी उनका प्राइस घटता है उनकी डिमांड घटती है. ठीक है. सो आज हो सके तो आप एक बार गो थ्रू ऑल द ग्राफ्स whatever we have discussed today. कोई भी डाउट हो आप बना के देखिए प्लीज. whenever possible you draw the graph and try to plot the stuff and see whether you're able to judge your revenues, your losses, your profits, super normal सब एक बार प्लॉट करके देखिए. you are able to understand that or ठीक है. so we'll continue in the next class from here onwards and we'll continue with imperfect competition. Thank you so much. You all can leave.